Hey everyone, today we're going to be doing a series called Why It Works, where we break down ads and dissect them as to why they were able to generate so much revenue and convert traffic into sales and all of that. And today we're going to be doing the Squatty Potty. This was an ad that the Harmon brothers put together for a company called the Squatty Potty. It's a pretty much pooping stool, and they use unicorns, and it's very well known. It's great. We're going to dive into why it works. If you want to learn how to be better at selling products, because if you can sell products online, you can make more revenue. If you can make more revenue, you can have more money. If you can have more money, then you retire at age 30 or whatever your goal is, right? You need to know how to sell products, and that's what this channel is about, teaching you the best ways to sell products online, whether it's through Facebook advertising, YouTube, Google, whatever. We focus on selling products. And so you need to subscribe to make sure you stay up to date on the best tactics and strategies for selling your products online today. Now, let's get started.
This is where your ice cream comes from. The creamy poop of a mystic unicorn. Totally clean, totally cool, and soft served straight from a sphincter. They're good at pooping. But you know who sucks at pooping? You do. That's because when you sit on a porcelain throne, this muscle puts a kink in the hose and stops the Ben and Jerry's from sliding out smoothly. Is that a problem? I don't know. Are hemorrhoids a problem? Because sitting at this angle can cause hemorrhoids, bloating, constipation, and a buttload of other crap. And seriously, unicorn hemorrhoids?
Okay, so I wanted to pause it there because this is the intro. This is what we call the hook. The hook is the first 5 seconds, 10 seconds, where you have to hook someone's attention to get them to watch the rest of the video. And what they did here was phenomenal. They took a concept that would just be so far out of this world, you know, pooping unicorns, and that's the very first thing that they show you, where people are just like, what the crap is going on, literally, and they watch it because it's just so like bizarre. It's the shock factor, and that's a great hook to use when you're making your own ads, is creating this shock factor. But why this was successful is not just because they had a pooping unicorn and then they jump into, check out this amazing product, it's the Squatty Potty. They go in directly into the problem that people have that they don't really know about. This is a concept of a red ocean and a blue ocean market. A red ocean market is where, you know, there's blood in the water, there's lots of sharks, everyone's there, it's very competitive. And there's a blue ocean where there's no blood in the waters, there's no shark, there's no competition. Now, in the Squatty Potty situation, it's a blue ocean, there's not a lot of competition, no one has a solution to this problem, but it's also not very well known. No one really knows that this is a problem that people have. They're essentially telling people, here's this terrible problem, and here's why. And people are like, oh yeah, I have that problem. And that's part of the reason why this ad does so well, is this very beginning is so essential to making sure that you, one, hook people's in for the attention, and then two, make sure that they know that they're in the right place to watch this ad because they have that same problem.
The glitter gets everywhere. But what happens when you go from a sit to a squat? Voila! This muscle relaxes and that kink goes away faster than Pegasus laying sweet sherbet dookie. Now your colon's open and ready for battle. That's because our bodies were made to poop in a squat, and now there's a product that lets you squat in your own home. Introducing the Squatty Potty. No, Squatty Potty is not a joke.
After they've hooked you in, they've established that there's this problem, they help people realize that they have that problem, they quickly go into introducing the product and how it's a solution to it. They don't take forever to get to that. They just quickly then are able to say, hey, here's the product, and quickly do almost essentially an elevator pitch, like, hey, this is how it's gonna fix it. So now people can be like, at this point in time, they can make the decision that this product works for them, that they need it.
And yes, it will give you the best poop of your life, guaranteed. I don't just mean you bloated lords and hemorrhoidal ladies. I mean everyone. Kink, unkink. Kink, unkink. It's simple science, really. Can't get the last scoop out of the carton. With the Squatty Potty, you get complete elimination. Spend too much time on the chamber pot? The Squatty Potty makes you go twice as fast or your money back. I scream, you scream, and plop, plop, baby.
So they've essentially already sold people on the Squatty Potty with that first section. Now what they're doing is they're going into the feature benefits section where they talk about different features of the product and the benefits. And all of this is done to reinforce the sales pitch and help people who are still on the edge of buying the product. Because there's plenty of people who, at that very beginning, they're already sold enough to go to the website and buy. But this is where these longer form ads do really well, is you can continually reinforce the sales pitch to help people overcome some of the concerns that they might have.
Maybe you're sore from squeezing out solid globs of rocky road. The Squatty Potty gives you a smooth stream of froyo that glides like a virgin swan. Plus, when you're done, it tucks neatly out of sight thanks to its innovative, patented design. Truly a footstool fit for a constipated king.
So this is a great example of overcoming some objections that a potential customer might have. Because when you're doing the sales process, you're selling them on the main problem that the product solves, and then you're overcoming objections. And every sales point that you bring up needs to overcome a potential reason that somebody might not buy. And one with the Squatty Potty would be that they don't, they just have this stool now. Where do I put it? Is it just gonna sit next to my toilet? Would I have to put it in a closet or a cupboard or something? And what they're able to do is just quickly, last second, hey, and by the way, it just slides under the toilet, and so you don't even see it, right? Is it the main selling point of the product? No, but it's overcoming an objection that a potential customer would have, and it's a great thing to have, a great selling tool to use at the end of one of your ads or on your website or anything, but great placement for it.
So if you're a human being who poops from your butt, click here to order your Squatty Potty today at squattypotty.com. You'll wish you tried it years ago. And if you don't trust a prince, how about your doctor? Shark Tank, HuffPost, NPR, Men's Health, Howard Stern. He poops from his butt. They're all crazy about the Squatty Potty.
So what they just did was they just showed social proof and established themselves as an authority in this space, because they were able to show hey, we were on Shark Tank. We did this and this, Howard Stern talked about us, all of these things, and that just helps build credibility. It's not a major selling point, but it just is one of those things to help reinforce your sales pitch, and it's something that everybody should be having, that everybody should use if possible. If they've been featured in magazines and podcasts or whatever, that's something that every business should use with their ads just to build authority, build credibility. It helps just build that trust and can help ease a customer who's never heard of you before buy the product, because, hey, they were on Shark Tank. They must be a legit business. They're not going to scam me, or the product must be somewhat decent, right? So always add that to your ads if you can.
Not to mention the 2,000 Amazon users who gave the Squatty Potty 5 stars, including the author of this moving haiku.
Oh, Squatty Potty, you fill me with endless joy, yet leave me empty.
So order your Squatty Potty today.
Again, throwing in reviews to your ads to just show people hey, this is a real product. People like it. This is what other people thought. Don't just take our word for it. Something that you should always be including in your ads as well. That's one of my favorite type of ads to use for retargeting, is ads with testimonials, because again, it's just helping people. Is it going to be the reason someone buys? No, but it's going to be one of the main reasons people get over their fears of buying the product.
I'm not saying it will make your poop as soft as this cookies and cream, but I'm not saying it won't. Squatty Potty, the stool for better stool. Pooping will never be the same. And neither will ice cream. One for you, very good.
And what they're doing is just giving people enough time so the ad doesn't disappear for them to actually click on the button. And again, add a little bit more humor. Toilet paper instead of napkins. Okay, so something that I think is really fascinating about this ad is everybody thinks the reason it was so successful, and it was, Squatty Potty has come out and said it was their most successful marketing campaign. It did more than when they were on Shark Tank. And Shark Tank, it gives businesses a huge boost in sales. And what's interesting is everyone thinks that this ad was successful because of the unicorn and because it was funny. When in reality, it wasn't because of that. Yes, that made it more engaging and it got people to sit and watch. But if they wouldn't have done such a good job selling the product, focusing on these selling tactics and having the comedy and the humor support it and help make it more memorable and make it just stand out a little bit more, the ad would never have, like, it would have been like, yeah, it's funny, but no one would have bought. And that's why that ad was so successful, is not because of the humor, but because of the sales tactics combined with the humor. And that's what's important to understand when dissecting any ads or anything, is that you don't just want to copy them for copy's sake, right? You don't want to just, oh, well, that works, so we now have to make a funny Harmon Brothers style video, which I've heard so many business owners say, like, I just want a Harmon Brothers funny video. In reality, that's not what's going to get you sales. What's going to get you sales is focusing on selling a product. And if you can introduce humor to help the sales process, great. But the humor is not the secret. The secret is the sales copy. So that's it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you like the video. That helps us a ton, as well as make sure you subscribe if you want to stay up to date on all the tactics of how to sell products better so you can improve your own sales for your business. And that's it, and I'll see you next time. It's like, what the crap is this about? What the crap? That was a great pun. I have 3 kids. I'm a dad.